Hello, guys. I am Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here with Yanzi, and today is the day we are coming to you to report Hollywood Ginger Side No More. Somebody has broken the sacred vow to take and race swap every redhead in comics, in animation, whatever. And there is a chart. I think the high watermark was the Little Mermaid. I think that everybody got woken up to the whole ginger side thing. Everybody knew about it. Some people kind of felt it, but that was right in your face. With pleasure, I bring to you the casting of Jimmy Olsen, and we have a redhead.
Wow, that is actually something very unique in Hollywood because, see, Hollywood has this tendency of saying we need more diversity. Who shall we swap out from our cast of white characters into a black or an Asian or Hispanic whatsoever? And for some reason, it seems like Hollywood is always choosing the ginger person. So then came about the term ginger side in Hollywood. Of course, some people will say, you guys are just exaggerating. This problem does not exist. Well, this chart begs to differ. Look at all the number of characters who are originally gingers, but for some reason, when they undergo some kind of transformation in the transmedia representation, whether it's movies, TVs, or whatever, somehow they become black, I guess, or in a few occasions Hispanic. But for some reason, yeah, the gingers are always targeted. Most recently, like Shane said, the Little Mermaid, where Ariel, a ginger fair-skinned mermaid, became a black mermaid, and we're like, well, why not just make a new black mermaid and call it something else? Says, no, 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 no. We need the marketing power of the Little Mermaid, Ariel. And
Right.
we all know Disney lost money on that movie, unfortunately.
A lot of money. Yeah. Yeah. And normally this isn't the biggest deal in the world because a lot of times redheads are like supporting characters. Again, Jimmy Olsen, supporting character. And you're going to go, Shane, this isn't a big deal that Jimmy Olsen is allowed to be Caucasian, have freckles, red hair, blue eyes. It's not a big deal. Well, Jimmy Olsen has not fared well with this before. Historically, I think even in Supergirl, he was like a black man. The new cartoon, the Superman Adventures with
Adventures of
Lois.
Superman. Oh yeah, he became like this twinky kind of black guy character, and they couldn't even get his skin tone right to begin with, and it was like such a joke.
And Man of Steel, there was no, it was Jenny Olsen. All right. So, like, Jimmy's had a really rough shake at it as far as being a comic book character coming to light. Now, Jimmy Olsen would also, I would say, the most popular DC Comics redhead. I would say, as far as the whole DC universe, the most popular redhead would be Jimmy Olsen. There's another character in this movie that I was speculating would be race swapped and has it, and that would be Lex Luther.
You know what is going on here, right? It is because he's a villain, he cannot be any other race except white. We can have a villainous Asian or a villainous black or a villainous Hispanic. It has to be a white guy because only white people can be evil.
I get it, but there's something going on with the casting of this film. It is straying from what has been happening in Hollywood, the radical race swapping, the gender swapping, all of that. It's actually sticking to so far so good, knock on wood. I don't know, it looks like the characters from the book. I'm honestly surprised. I don't know what to say. And what's weird is it's breaking formula. The formula is ESG funds, a race swap, gender swap. Let's get the media talking about the brave new right think of the way this character should have been drawn going back to the 1940s or whatever. It's weird. I don't know. I'm like really shocked. I feel like this is all like make believe that this casting, this isn't really happening. Now, am I super excited? I'm actually, it's catching my attention that it's not race swapping. And we also have some other characters getting into this film that I'm not too excited about, and this would be the Authority. I like the Authority. I'm not so sure they belong in the Superman movie, especially the first crack at Superman that the new James Gunn DC universe is going to have. Now, I do think this lineup of films is part of the problem. There's just too many things that they're trying to do all at once. Like, here's our presentation board. We're going to do Swamp Thing. We're going to do an Amanda Waller show. We're going to do a Booster Gold movie. I get all that. But the problem with this is what's happening right now. It's going to have like some of these characters appearing. And again, they're doing an Authority movie, but let's take an Authority character and push into this movie as an antagonist. Now, Supposedly, the engineer, for people who don't know, she has nanites as her bloodstream. She's a member of the Authority. She's kind of famously known for being able to talk to the ship that they ride in and go in between dimensions and stuff like that, because it's like an alien technology ship, and because she's controls machines, she's able to talk to it and control it. That's her big thing in the Authority. But she's not the main antagonist in this film. Actually, Brainiac will be. And again, knock on wood, they get that right. But yeah, we're actually going to get a Brainiac a bad guy that Superman can actually go toe to toe with, have some cool special effects, have some cool fight scenes, some cool spaceships, whatever. Really cool stuff. Looking
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm very confused at this point. We have Brainiac, we have Lex Luthor, we have the engineer supposedly as an antagonist. This is one movie we're talking about, right? How many characters are they going to introduce in this Superman legacy exactly? Because you know what this sounds all right. This is something that sounds like the whole Justice League under the Snyderverse thing. It's like, oh, we do like a few movies and suddenly we throw the whole universe together. This is what it sounds like. It's like they don't even have anything under their belt yet, and they say, let's put all these characters together and hope people like them.
Here's the good news about this movie is even though it sounds like a young Superman, it doesn't sound like they're doing an origin story. I don't like the idea of the Authority appearing in the film. I do think Brainiac and Lex Luthor, I think you can mix those two up really easily. I think you can have like Lex Luthor intrigued by Brainiac, maybe even like Brainiac being like a computer taking control of Lex Luthor's body and using him as a vessel. Like there's a lot of things you can do to really put these two together in a film. I think they're enough. I don't like the inclusion of the Authority. I think from what I understand with Amanda Waller and stuff, they're going to push her into it. Maybe the engineer works for Amanda Waller, stuff like that. And then that's where it becomes too much. I think those assets you could take out, those characters, those scenes. I don't think they're exactly necessary. Keep in mind, I'm thinking of this in like a 2-hour movie. Like I mean, like if this was a longer movie, maybe you could get this to work out. But again, I don't think I am excited that it's not an origin story. Okay, but I think that is what people are going to expect as an origin story. So either way, I could feel like the majority of people are going to be disappointed by the film. I am excited with the casting I'm seeing. A lot of the actors or actresses are looking like the characters are supposed to represent. To me, as a comic book fan, that's cool. I like that. You're respecting the source material in a way. You're not gender swapping, you're not race swapping. Even if in the case of the engineer here, maybe she doesn't line up with the specific background heritage of the character, but she does kind of resemble her. So great. If you guys will let me know below what you think about the ginger side no more. Are we going to see more redheads representation? I hope so. Shane Davis's Axcend Level Up is up on Indiegogo and 9livescomics.com. The description is down below. This is my Tron meets Spider-Man action adventure comic. Please go check it out. I'll leave you guys with a trailer for this smash hit comic coming to you from 9 Lives Comics.
I dream of a world carefully crafted, beautifully flawed. This is Axcend. In this game of life, there is one thing that determines a victor. A player's ability to grow. A player's ability to evolve. A player's ability to survive. My name is Dog. Choose to play. Choose to upgrade. Choose to level up. Choose to Axcend.